It is such an honor to be here with all of you today. Creative Mornings has always been about connection, about humanity, seeing humanity and creativity in each other. So standing here this morning, surrounded by beautiful and smiling faces who values ideas and community, it really feels like home. When I was invited to speak, I thought about what connects us, all of us, and then I realized that what connects us is resilience. Every one of us has faced moments when life forced us to start over, to adapt, to rise again. But the secret to resilience isn't just inner strength. It is the people and communities who stand beside us when we stumble. Today, I want to share my journey, a story that begins in Kabul, Afghanistan, travels through loss and uncertainty, and finds hope again here in Indiana. It is a story not just about survival, but about how community transforms resilience into renewal. For those of you who do not know me, although Cole Varga introduced me, my name is Mohammad Nasir Moradi. I was born in Kabul, Afghanistan, a city of contradictions, where chaos and beauty coexist on every street. For me, education was not just about earning degrees. It was about survival. It was about hope. It was about believing that knowledge could build something lasting, even in the world that often felt fragile. I was one of those restless students who always wanted to do more. At one point, I was studying 2 bachelor's degrees at once, civil engineering at Kabul University and information technology with a concentration in cybersecurity at the American University of Afghanistan. And the crazy thing is that I was doing very good at both universities. And I was on track to become the American University's valedictorian and speak at my graduation. I worked as an English and mathematics instructor. And at the top of that, I used to run an institution with 4 to 5 students and multiple full-time instructors. People used to ask me if I ever slept. I told them sleep was a luxury. I only took naps between degrees. But I'm going to be honest, it was chaotic. But I told myself, who needs balance when you have double homework? So still, I loved it. I believe that through education, we could rebuild our country brick by brick, mind by mind. I still remember nights when the electricity would cut out and I'd wrap myself with a blanket, studying by candlelight. I'd wait until 3 a.m. in the morning for the power to come back so that I could charge my laptop and download homework. And the internet and electricity was completely vanished again, before it vanished again. It was not glamorous, but it was life. I did not complain. I tried to adjust. Looking back, I see now that resilience begins quietly. It starts in those moments when no one is watching. When you keep showing up, fueled by nothing but faith and persistence. Then in 2021, everything changed when a group of terrorists took control of my country. It felt like years of hard work and perseverance that I did, all those stuff that I've achieved, they were completely erased in an instant. I still remember the day I walked through my campus and saw armed men patrolling my university's hallways, that I used to laugh with classmates and fight and argue with professors why I got an A- on an assignment. Overnight, education, the very thing that I had built my life around, was taken away. Professors vanished, friends went into hiding. One day I was preparing for finals, and the next I was wondering if it was even safe to step outside. The American University of Afghanistan, once a symbol of possibility, became a ghost town. Its classrooms emptied, its gates get closed. My civil engineering degree was left unfinished. My community scattered. My dreams, everything that I had worked for, seemed to collapse right in front of me. Leaving Afghanistan was not a choice. It was survival. For a while, hope felt like something distant, something that belonged to other people. But even that, I did not give up. I kept moving forward. I found refuge in Iraq, where I was fortunate enough to continue my studies online with the support of an American university. I lived there for momentarily, like for 1 year and a half, before I got the chance to enter the U.S. as a refugee. My graduation happened in front of a computer screen, far from the family and friends and the celebration that I imagined. Walking across the stage and shaking hands with the professors, that never happened. Still, I told myself, someday I will stand behind a podium again, maybe not in Kabul, but somewhere, anywhere where education still means freedom. That somewhere turned out to be Bloomington, Indiana. When I arrived here in Indiana, I carried a single suitcase, a laptop, and a heart full of uncertainty. By the way, that laptop was given by Exodus refugee. Everything felt unfamiliar. The culture, even the small things like how to take the bus or where to buy groceries. For the first few weeks, I wasn't sure if the bus drivers were waving hello or telling me I'd missed my stop. But the hardest part was the feeling of being uprooted. I had left behind not only my home, but also my identity as I knew it. There were days when I questioned whether I belonged or if people would ever see me beyond the label of refugee. There's a deep loneliness that comes with displacement and being a refugee. A quiet kind that follows you even in the brightest rooms. Then community happened to me. The Institute of International Education and Indiana University gave me a life-changing scholarship, a chance not to study, but to rebuild. Professors become friends, mentors, classmates become friends, strangers extended kindness with no expectation in return. At Indiana University, I pursued a master's in secure computing. I became a student fellow at IO Center for Applied Cybersecurity Research. I worked on strategic initiatives, including engagement with national leaders and the development of cybersecurity capabilities for the United States Army. I supported trusted cybersecurity and counterintelligence efforts to enhance the security of the U.S. critical infrastructure. I presented a training on advanced security log analysis for the 2024 National Science Foundation Cybersecurity Summit at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I helped respond security incidents as a security operations analyst with the University Information Security Office at IU. And also, I taught graduate-level cybersecurity courses at the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. I was honored with Academic Excellence Award and Excellence in Leadership Award by Indiana University. And one of the proudest moments of my life was being selected as the graduate commencement speaker for the class of 2025 as I graduated with a 4.0 GPA. The speech that I never got to give in Kabul, in Afghanistan, I gave it in front of thousands of people here in Indiana. That day, I didn't just graduate. I came home because community, your belief, your support, your kindness gave me back something I thought I had lost forever. So that was belonging. My dream now is to use computer science and cybersecurity not only to build secure applications or to protect not just systems, but people. I believe privacy is a human right, and digital safety is a form of dignity. Through this work, I hope to give others the same sense of security and respect that I was once searching for myself. After graduation, several doors opened. I received employment offers from distinguished organizations across the United States. For someone who had once feared he'd never study again, it felt surreal. I had offers from big cities, places with more skyscrapers, definitely fewer cornfields. But I chose to stay in Indiana. because home is not about skyline. It is about people who make you feel like you belong. I did not follow up the highest paycheck at this time. I followed my heart. I chose to continue working for Indiana University in a new role and capacity as an information security engineer. Not because it was an easiest decision, but because I thought it was the most meaningful. Because this is where I was believed in. This is where strangers became mentors, mentors became friends, and friends became family. Staying here is my way of giving back, to serve the very community that rebuilt me. I want to ensure that what was given to me continues to be paid forward to students and to anyone daring to start again. Sometimes the greatest way to say thank you is to stay and serve. Over the years, I have realized something profound. Resilience is not a solo act. Yes, it starts with determination, that spark that pushes you forward even when you are exhausted. But true resilience is built in relationships. It is built through encouragement, mentorship, and the quiet generosity of those who choose to stand with you. Resilience is the professor who tells you you belong here. It is friend who invites you over dinner when you have no family nearby. It is the colleague who believes in your potential long before you see it in yourself. I've learned that community doesn't just rebuild lives, it transforms them. The truth is, I didn't rise because I was strong. I rose because people around me lifted me higher. And when others lift you, your purpose becomes lifting someone else. I owe everything I've accomplished to the countless people who extended their hands, sometimes without even knowing my name, to the Institute of International Education, to Indiana University, to Exodus Refugee Immigration, to every donor and mentor who said, yes, let's support this student. Thank you. You didn't just change my life, you rebuilt it. Behind every success story, there is a community of unseen believers. And that is the power of community. When compassion meets opportunity, transformation happens. Being displaced taught me something that changed the way I see the world. You can lose everything, your home, your plans, your sense of safety, and still not lose yourself. Because resilience is not just the absence of pain. It is the decision to keep believing in tomorrow, even when today feels impossible. To be a refugee, or anyone starting over, is to live in the tension between loss and hope, between what was and what might be. It's standing in the ashes of one life and daring to imagine another. And that kind of courage is not weakness. It is the purest form of strength. But here's what I've learned. No one rebuilds alone. Resilience becomes transformation only when it meets belief, when a community says, you belong here. We often talk about helping refugees, but I want us to reimagine that language. Refugees are not only people in need of help, they are people full of potential, talent, and drive, waiting for opportunity. When you welcome a refugee, you're not simply offering them safety. You are unlocking possibility. You are not giving charity. You're creating partnership. You are not saving life. You are amplifying it. And that's not just about refugees. It's about all of us. We all, at some point, find ourselves standing at the edge of uncertainty, whether it's a career change, a personal loss, or a dream that feels out of reach. We all know what it means to start again. So what if we treated each other the way communities treated me? What if we saw potential where others see limitation? What if every city, every workplace, every school became a place where people are believed in before they have to prove themselves? That's how we change culture, not through grand speeches or policies alone, but through everyday acts and beliefs. The truth is, resilience and community are not just survival strategies. They are building blocks of civilization. They are how we move from fear to hope, from isolation to belonging, from endurance to purpose. I've learned that people don't need to be rescued. They need to be trusted, welcomed, and believed in. Because when we believe in someone who is starting over, you don't just change their life. You change the future we all share. So my message is this. Let's stop defining people by what they have lost and start recognizing them for what they have to give. Let's build communities that don't ask, where did you come from? But instead ask, what would you like to build next? Because when compassion meets opportunity, humanity moves forward. That's how we build together. When I look back, I often see the younger version of myself, sitting on the cold floor at 3 a.m. in the morning, laptop plugged into wall, downloading video lectures and homework with 3% battery and 100% hope. That moment was more than survival. It was the beginning of transformation. Sometimes I think resilience starts exactly like that. Small, quiet, and unseen. It is not always loud or heroic. Sometimes it is just a person refusing to give up on the belief that life can still be good, that something beautiful might still come next. And when I look at this room, at all of you, I see the same spirit. I see people who care, people who create, people who build things that make others feel seen, safe, and inspired. That's the beauty of community. It reminds us that no matter how broken the world feels, we are never building alone. Because the truth is, every act of compassion, every spark of creativity, every person who chooses to lift another, that is what keeps hope alive. Resilience is not about starting over with nothing. It is about beginning again with wisdom, gratitude, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. And if there's one thing I have learned, is this. The most powerful force in the world is kindness. Because kindness builds bridges that outlast any storm. So as we leave this space today, I hope we remember this. We all have the power to be someone else's turning point. You never know when a word of encouragement, a small opportunity, or a simple "you belong here" could change the course of another person's life. If you ever see someone sitting near an outlet at 3 a.m. and 3% battery, don't worry. They might just be downloading hope. And if you ever get the chance, be the reason someone else finds their charge again. Let's keep building that kind of world where resilience isn't rare, where kindness isn't conditional, and where every story, no matter how uncertain its beginning, can still find its way back to hope. Thank you very much.